I think the roof's flying off my house because it's windy outside.
Oh no.
Good morning.
Um,
Welcome to Hanging with Dad, the podcast that you never knew you wanted. Um, this morning we are featuring the Zins. This is episode 5. We're going to find out a little bit about her, but right now let's watch a little bit of her in action on her stream.
Oh my god, 30 seconds. You put me in the middle of the fucking thing. Hi! Hi! No,
the Fall Guys one. Every time we hugged, every time we got to that stage and we hugged, those rhinos just ate us every single time. It was hilarious.
Come on, grab
Oh my
me.
gosh, it was so much fun.
Touch my tra-la-la.
Finding this
Oh, Ghost
Okay, what do
Watchers
you
is
get?
like it is so
Upstairs.
silly to play.
Upstairs. Touch my tra-la-la. Ding ding dong.
family is up to hate it.
Ghost can touch you with a silly button.
uh, I love when people get jump scared. I rarely get jump scared, but I love it when I do get jump scared. It's kind of exhilarating.
Yes,
Thank you, Zins, for joining us this morning. You have
it's great to be here.
you're really helping me out. Um, I guess before we get started, before I jump into the game, um, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself off
Okay.
stream?
Off stream, I'm a mom of two. I have a 12-year-old and a 4-year-old. Um, the 12-year-old I makes me realize why animals eat their young sometimes. I'm going back to school actually in the spring
Awesome.
at University of North Carolina, Pembroke. Go Braves.
Hey.
Um, I'm gonna be going for my sociology and a minor in substance abuse. So
Oh, that's fantastic.
yeah, I've always wanted to help people. I've always been kind of like the therapist of the group and the
Hmm.
mom of the group. So I'm putting that to use because I want to help like at-risk teens and battered women.
That's
So
wonderful. That's wonderful.
yeah, so that's me in a nutshell.
That's you in a nutshell. Okay. Well, let me get over here to the game real quick.
Hmm.
I think I found you when Mama Dragon Callie raided you one time,
Yes,
and
I love Mama Callie.
yeah, she is fantastic. Um, but yeah, I think you and I have known each other now for just under a year.
Yes, under a year. Yep.
Since
It's great because how I actually came into the community. I used to watch ensem like religiously, and he's a huge Phasmophobia player. And he raided Squishy Trev one day because he loved Squishy Trev's beard.
yeah. Oh, my Lord, let me
And
turn that down.
I found the community that day, and I just have not left. I found so many wonderful people. I found you and Mama Callie and Eric and just everybody, and it's just been great. And I love the vibe of the community. Everyone loves to just kind of watch each other grow, and I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw Trev. He had raided Meggers
Mm.
with, I think it was over 78 people in that raid.
Oh my goodness, she
And
cried.
yes, yeah,
I remember that.
and
We broke her that day.
yeah, and she played a clip of his, and I absolutely loved what I saw. I said, okay, I gotta follow this guy. I gotta follow him.
Mm-hmm.
So I did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how did you get your start?
Um, wow. Actually, I just celebrated my 1 year. I did the 24-hour stream, which honestly wasn't too bad because 6 of those hours we did the watch party of Lord of the Rings.
Hmm.
So,
Oh wow,
um,
that's a long haul there.
yes, but it was a lot of fun. I started off actually my boyfriend had showed me Twitch and he was like, I want to be a streamer. And I was like, dude, that's something we can do together. And then he never pressed the live button.
Oh,
And one night I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. So like I went live. We were playing like I think we were playing Phasmo that night and I fell in love with it. Like being able to just talk to people, being able to interact with everybody and being able for people to just scare the pants off me is great. Like,
that is a fun aspect of streaming. The interaction you get. Um,
mhm.
Before I started doing mine, I would sit at home and just watch TV.
Yeah.
And during during the pandemic, I was one of those essential personnel.
Mhm.
But then,
Same.
yeah, and I became disabled, and then I was let go, so I was no longer essential.
Mhm.
And sitting at
That's
home,
so.
yeah, it sucked. It threw me into a depression like I've
Right.
never had before.
I'm
But
so sorry.
yeah, my son, who was already a streamer, has been streaming at least 5 years now. I think he said.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, he's been streaming a while. But he got me into this, and then I started watching other streamers. And two other streamers I watched were Casual underscore Lobster,
Mhm.
phenomenal streamer. She responds to almost every uh, chat message that comes across her screen.
Right.
She pays attention to her chat when she's, when she can, when she's playing a game that's a little bit harder to do that, you know, her chat understands.
Right.
But her and Meggers both lifted me
Mhm.
out of my depression. And I thought, okay,
Oh.
this is what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to watch streams and I might stream myself.
Right.
So, yeah, streaming during the pandemic really helped my depression
Mhm.
because, at 57 years old, what else was I going to do? I wasn't getting hired, especially being disabled.
Mhm.
So, yeah, streaming has done amazing things for so many different people.
Oh yeah. Like I suffer from I'm actually bipolar and manic depressant, so I understand like depression spirals and everything else. Like
Hmm.
we've talked about it on my streams and like honestly, like mental health is a huge thing, especially in communities. And honestly, being able to just do the just chatting streams like this
Hmm.
have helped a lot of people. I know it's helped me, especially when I'm in my funks and I'm just like, I don't feel like playing a game, but I still want to watch something and still talk with people. So, one of my friends will be playing a game and streaming it in Discord. So I'm like, hey, you okay with me streaming you? Like so like they'd be playing a game and we'd just be, talking back and forth and some of those are like some of my favorite ones
Yeah,
because it's chill, it's relaxed. I can interact a lot more with chat and just being able to talk to people.
yeah.
It's like the biggest part of it
I think
of being a streamer.
exactly. I think my favorite streams are of me playing Power Wash, drinking my either coffee or tea in the morning.
Yes. Like you got that freaking walkway done quick. I have seen it's the dad touch, I swear.
Oh yeah, yeah. My dad taught me a long time ago how to mow. I thought you just get behind the mower and just, you
Oh
know,
no, no, no.
there's a pattern you have to do. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Um,
yeah.
okay, so um, how did you choose your username? What I remember you use Zins.
Yeah, Zins Master.
Yeah.
Yep. When I first got on Twitch, originally I was trying to use Celeste Nightshade, which has been with me my entire life,
Mm-hmm.
but that one was already taken. So,
Aw. Well,
so
that
then
sucks.
I used. I know, right? But I was actually when I moved to North Carolina, my boss hired me when I transferred when I was working at Walgreens. Um, when I transferred to his store, he took me because he loved my last name. And he told me, he was like, your last name would make like the best gamer tag. And he was like, that's why I took your transfer. And
Oh,
I'm like, okay.
okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
So I kind of it stayed with me. So when I went on Twitch and my original was taken, I was like, all right, let's try this last name thing and see what happens.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
it kind of stayed. So I was like, that's cool. Let's do this.
Awesome. That's an awesome story.
Everyone
Um,
was like, is this really your last name? And I'm like, yes, that's really my last name.
uh, my last name is 4 letters, and people still get it wrong.
Oh no.
It has one vowel and 3 consonants, and then they still get it wrong.
Oh no.
Yeah. How did you learn about streaming, the process and the equipment that you use? How did you was there anybody in particular that helped you out, or did you just?
Definitely my boyfriend. He has like such an amazing like setup,
Hmm.
and it bugs me that he doesn't stream. Because I was like, people should see your work. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
And so he's sent me like all the TikToks that he's saved and all the YouTube videos and like all the free links that he's like acquired over the year. And he's just like, if you want something like this, you can incorporate it this way. And if I'm trying to do something on my own and it just does not work out, I'm just like, babe,
He sounds like
come
he would
help
make a
me.
good producer.
Right. And I'm just like, please do this. I was like, I bet you people would pay for you to like do their setup. Like, please help me for free. I love you.
Hi, Butterfly. Good morning.
Alicia think I'm gonna die.
Good morning.
Because I can't breathe.
But yeah,
The
he's
harmonica
definitely
had
been the help
deodorant on it.
for me.
Awesome.
Like,
At least it smells
just
nice.
he's my backbone for it. Anything that's breaking, anything that's not going correctly, he's there.
Yeah, that's like
I
um,
play it with my nose.
we are good,
I
Butterfly.
don't want
Thank
to say that
you.
bad.
Butterfly here also has a husband who streams occasionally. He hasn't streamed in a while, but he helps
Mm-hmm.
her whenever anything goes wrong, and
Oh,
yeah, he's phenomenal. He'd make a good producer as well.
I love her VTuber.
Oh yeah, yeah, she's fantastic. Yeah,
Yes.
he
See,
is your
my
hero. Yeah,
boyfriend is my hero. Yes. My boyfriend is my hero for me too, because I honestly don't think I would be able to keep my OBS running without him.
so you think you would have streamed ever if it wasn't for him, or would you
honestly,
may have done it sooner or later?
honestly, I don't think I would have had the courage because I would have just been self defeatist at that point.
Yeah.
Because I would have been like, nobody wants to watch this. Like nobody wants to see me, and
See, same.
I was just. And he's just like, no, 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 like just try it once. And I had I had gotten out of the hospital. I had ended up with a blood clot in my leg.
Oh,
Yes, it was bad at work, and I'd gone through the whole entire like COVID and trying to just keep myself, my head above water and stuff. And I ended up in the hospital with like I had pulmonary embolisms, and
oh,
I'd finally gotten home, and they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna be out of work for a minute." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks. What the
yeah.
fuck am I gonna do?"
Well, I'm
Like,
so glad you got through that.
me too. And honestly, like you guys, like I said, like finding, Squishy Trev and Eric and you and Mama Callie, and you guys really did help. a huge amount. And I don't think you guys know.
Yeah, I don't think the community realize how much we depend on each other.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
when I tell uh, casual object, I'm so grateful for them bringing me out of my depression during that rough time. And I tell them
Mm,
all the time, that hey, you did an amazing thing, whether you realize it or not. Just being you,
right.
um, it's an amazing what people can do just by being themselves.
Right. And I think that's what like Twitch helps that.
Yeah.
Like Twitch really does help people kind of bring like themselves. It doesn't feel like you have to have a mask to stream most of the time
Hmm.
because you can be yourself.
Yeah.
And that includes like especially like I've been working with I have, VTuber friends and stuff like that. I've worked on my own VTube. So like when I don't feel like being on camera, I have a representation of myself.
Yeah. I
And
don't, because they
it's
don't make old VTubers.
oh no, I see you like we could make you a VTuber. Like, come on. We could do it.
I mean, I could probably be a gnome or something. I don't know.
I honestly see like we could make you a dwarf. You could have like, you could have the dwarf like the beard and stuff and give you a big old, beer mug. Like, come on, we could do it.
Yeah. I don't have a problem showing my face, mostly because it's half covered up anyway. Um,
You're handsome.
thank you so much. Um, if if you're just joining us and you're not following the underscore Zins, please go follow her. She's an amazing streamer, so funny to watch. She's very beautiful, and she's so kind, so warm,
Aw.
and she's a
I'm mediocre at best.
no. Um, let's see. What's what's your strategy for exposure? How do you get
For
um,
exposure.
your channel out there? How do you get people to get to your channel? How do they find you?
A lot of the times, like honestly, word of mouth has been the biggest thing. I've I've posted a few, videos on Twitch and stuff like that, but honestly, using the right tags when you go live, now that Twitch lets you customize your tags,
Hmm.
that has helped a lot. But honestly, just going around to other communities, finding just like it's hard to explain, but it's just like I I've grown more of my Discord
Hmm.
a lot lately, and that's what I've been working on is just like building that community
Yeah.
while like streaming hasn't been like the mainstream for me right now because I've been like working with trying to get back to school and stuff like that. But when I do stream, Twitter, TikTok, and going in like of course Discords and stuff like that, and just trying to get word of mouth is being there for other communities as well.
Yeah, I saw. I think it was a Twitter a tweet. I'm
Oh,
I,
trust me, I still don't know the lingo all the time,
yeah,
so
I'm 58 now. I should know this stuff, but I don't. And I'm also I've been in IT for now since 1991,
oh my goodness.
91, I think is when I started.
Oh,
My first computer I got in 1984.
oh
Oh,
my goodness.
yeah.
I remember
Um,
the first computer we had was like 95, I want to say.
yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a while ago.
I was born in 91. So yeah, I had a, TRS 80, and
Oh my goodness.
its hard drive was a cassette player, and you programmed
Mm,
it with cassettes. You
yes.
programmed it that way. I also had a book about that thick of programs that
Hmm.
I wrote for the TRS, or learned how to program in
Right.
BASIC. So I should know some of the terminology, but I don't. But
Right.
anyway, I saw on Twitter a tweet that said that if you don't engage in other people's communities on Discord, and if all you're there for in other Discords is to just promote yourself, you're doing it wrong.
Right. Exactly. Like you need to build like your not like rapport basically. Like
Hmm.
you need to actually be a part of that person, like genuinely be a part of that person
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
their community. You can't just be like, "Oh, hey, I'm going live. Come watch me."
Yeah.
Like,
Come watch me play a game
I
you've
don't
never heard of.
expect yeah, like I don't ever expect like anyone like out of obligation or anything like that to ever just because you're a part of my community. I have tons of people who don't stream. I have tons of people who don't even watch Twitch because I'm just like, "Hey, that's cool. We'll play games together." That's all I care about.
Yeah.
Like if you want to play games, I'm there with you. Let's go. Like we've been playing a lot of Ark and 7 Days to Die and stuff like that. Like
Ark.
I haven't
That is a game I hate. I hate
what?
Ark. I do, and it's because I'm no good at it. I walk for 3 seconds, I die. Go back and get
Oh my
myself.
god,
Walk for
yes.
3 seconds, die.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I will admit, like it was the when I first started that game, it was the worst experience of a game I've ever had. Like even worse than Dark Souls, because
Hmm.
even with Dark Souls, you can last a little bit.
Yeah,
But Ark is just soul crushingly like, no, we're gonna kill you every
yeah.
5 steps.
Oh,
And I'm just like, no, why?
I rage quit that game faster than any other game I have ever rage quit.
The game that has made me rage quit is actually Rocket League. I
I've
don't know I don't know what it is about cars and trying to play soccer, but it's the most rage inducing I have ever been in.
My wife's the same way.
Ever.
We played Rocket League together. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna." Oh, you.
Yes. As punishment one night, it was like when it first came out. We were we had come to visit our friends here in Greenville and we were at a hotel and it's like 11, 12 o'clock at night. We're playing PS4 and it's Rocket League. It had just come out and it's me and my boyfriend versus each other and I raged so hard at that game that he made me play the PT demo for Silent Hill by
Oh
myself
wow,
and I had to play it to completion. Like I had to actually beat the demo and it scared the absolute fire out of me.
bad boyfriend, bad boyfriend.
Like I was like, why are you making me do this? He goes, why would you rage at a game about cars playing soccer?
True, but no.
And I'm like, this is the worst punishment ever.
Yeah, I agree.
but that game, I still can't play it to this day. I still cannot play Rocket League. I just
Well,
I can't.
I thought that I would rage quit harder at Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which I got on a recommendation from
Hmm.
Butterfly and her husband Orion.
Oh.
Um, because I don't do first-person shooters. I just don't.
Oh.
I'm no good at
I
them.
yeah, I suck at first person. That's why I didn't play Halo. That's like I was the weirdo in Halo that had the plasma sword and I would hide somewhere.
Hmm.
And then when somebody would like just show up in front of me, I'd just slash them to death. Like that's what I did. That's how I played first person shooters.
Well, in any way, I loved it. I loved playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3. It was so much fun.
Ooh.
But Ark, fuck that game.
Yes.
I even joined Meggers and Dark and Tex and all them playing.
Oh my gosh, oh yeah, I did watch a few of them when they
Yeah,
would do that on stream.
yeah, and I joined them for about 2 days, and that was it. I said, Nope,
Oh
no more."
no.
Yeah, I can't do
Yeah,
it.
my friend did one. He's on the Fjordor map and it's a dedicated server and he's got the immersive teaming mod.
Mm.
So that's been a lot of fun, like, stuffing berries down dinosaurs' throats and hoping they don't kill you.
And
So I mean,
yeah,
but
see,
it's
that's what
been
someone
fun.
said is the only way to play Ark is with mods.
Yeah.
You know,
I
they've told me
definitely agree.
don't play unmodded Ark. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Right? Like I have to agree.
I
I
th-
have to totally agree.
but I'm gonna just say, you know what? Better yet, don't play the stupid game.
Just don't play don't play it at all. Like, oh my gosh, that just gave me like, flashback of when I was a kid and your brothers are beating you on Sega and you're just like, I hate this game. And
Yeah.
your mom's just like, if you don't play nice, I'm gonna take that game away. And we're just like, no, like,
No,
oh my
we're
god,
playing nice.
we'll play
Yeah.
that.
My son
uh,
used to, play uh, what PS2, PlayStation games. I think one of them
yes.
was GoldenEye.
Oh, that was I know GoldenEye 007 was like a Nintendo game.
Yes, Nintendo. Thank you.
Nintendo 64. Yeah.
Yeah, and he there was so many times he wanted to throw the controller, and I'm like,
Yes.
you didn't pay for
Oh,
that.
right. Oh man. Oh, like my son, I love it because he plays Call of Duty and he's been playing a lot of like Modern Warfare. And I just hear him in his room he'll just start screaming. And I'm just like, I'm in the hall and I'll peep my head down and I'll look at him and I'm just like, don't you throw that controller.
Mm. And see,
Because he's.
my son now has kids, so they're my grandkids, and
Oh.
my son and daughter-in-law said, your grandkids are cussing," and I was like, "Well, I know where that comes from."
Right. My 4-year old, she'll just pop off with something, and I'm just like, "Where did you hear that?" My boyfriend will look at me. He's like, "I don't know. Where do you think she heard that,
Yeah.
Melissa?" I'm like, "What? Me?"
Yeah, our kids hear us playing video games.
Right.
They
Oh
didn't
my
hear me play.
gosh.
Well, actually, they did. Because we used to have an Atari 2600,
Oh
the
yes,
Nintendos.
Atari.
Yeah, and I used to play games that would piss me off.
Right.
Anybody remember Galaga? Yeah, that was
Yes.
that was mine, and uh, I loved that game,
Super Street.
but I was so terrible at it.
Galaga was so much fun. Like, they actually have it in arcades now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even like we went to Chuck E. Cheese not long ago, and they have like a two-player Galaga game
Mm-hmm.
where you can sit down and actually like use like a swivel shooter. And it's actually pretty cool. My 4-year old's actually really good at it. I'm surprised. But like I was like, it's Galaga.
Yeah.
Why is that making a comeback? Like what when?
Butterfly
A
says,
lot of
yeah, I have a foul mouth. I'm surprised my kids don't swear. Maybe,
lucky.
maybe you don't hear them.
Right, maybe. I told my 12-year-old, I was like, you know what? I'll let you cuss at home as long as it's tasteful and as long as you're using it correctly.
Correctly, yeah. And if you're not using it correctly, I'll teach you how to use it correctly.
Right. Exactly. Like you don't want to look like a fool in front of your friends. Come on, man. But
Hi,
Kelly.
Callie.
Look at me. Do you see my picture of
Oh,
moving
Jesus,
around?
that's
Fudge.
loud. Yeah, Fudge is right.
Thank you, Alyssa, for the bang and the biddies and the scare, and I'm going to die. Get out of my way, Wolf.
Oh my gosh.
That was perfect timing.
How are you, Callie?
You gotta turn that light off,
So, okay, let's see. Where have you gotten your ideas for the things that you put in your channel, like the sound alerts or the channel point
Oh,
redeems?
channel point readings. Like sometimes, like especially, like I said, my boyfriend stuff and stuff like that. Like seeing some of the stuff that he's done,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, that seems really cool. And he's like, well, here, let me show you how to do this. So like some of the stuff that I've done recently is like walk on sounds for
Yeah.
people because like I saw it in like another big streamer and I was just like that's really cool And then I learned that it's actually like an add-on from Blurb, and I was like, "What? I haven't been utilizing Blurb."
I
So
haven't
now I
either.
use Blurb.
Feeling a lot
Yeah, like
better. Good.
apparently Blurb lets you do like walk-ons for people. So
Oh,
like when they type in chat, it'll play, or they can play the sound themselves.
oh, nice.
And
Yeah,
I was like, "What?"
yeah, I do that through Mix It Up.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that that like existed.
Yeah.
So like I'm still learning every single day like different things. And you tried doing it a while back? See, I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Oh
Butterfly
my.
just sent me something the other day on TikTok that
Ooh.
Streamlabs is implementing something called Collab Cam,
Oh.
where you can have your camera and other people's cameras in your stream through Streamlabs rather than through Discord or something like that. I'm like, well,
Ah.
that's going to be cool. I said the only thing
Yeah.
I don't like Streamlabs because it uses a shit ton of resources.
Right. Yeah. Streamlabs is pretty heavy for the GB. Like,
Yeah, you better
it's
have
pretty
a
heavy.
really badass graphics card and a lot of memory to run it.
I was just about to say, yeah, a lot of RAM because that was one thing that I've had to upgrade on mine is I only had like 8 gigs of RAM at one point,
Ooh,
and
ouch.
I was like, no wonder why my shit looks janky.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially trying to do like what was it that I was trying to run? It was either like Midnight Ghost Hunt or I think it was Midnight Ghost Hunt is when I found out that I only had eight gigs of RAM because I was trying to stream and play that game and it was like it would only do like every third turn. Like I was like,
Yeah,
what is this game? What is this graphics? And that's when my boyfriend was like, how much RAM do you have?
RAM. It's
And I
RAM.
look I was like, I know a little bit about computers, luckily. Like, you know, I've done robotics and stuff like that. So, like, I knew a little bit about computers. And I was like, I don't know how much RAM I have. And I was like, where do I find that?
Yeah, it's
Like, I,
like I said earlier, I'm from the IT field. Have been doing IT for almost 30 years.
right.
And it's amazing when I go into somebody's stream and they're having issues, and I'm like, "Well, how much memory do you have?" And they're like, "Well, how do I find out?" I said, "Well, what are your computer specs?" They said, "Well, how do I find out?" I'm like,
Yeah. But like, luckily, Windows is pretty easy to look at.
"Yeah,
So, like,
yeah,
Windows is easy to find out all that information. And I was like, it's only 8 gigs. And my boyfriend's like, well, that's your problem.
that's your problem right there." Yeah. Let's see. Is there anyone that could come to your channel either through joining your chat or a raid that would cause you to become starstruck, that you would just lose your shit?
Oh, shit. Um, ooh, ooh, that's a loaded question. Cause like honestly, like anyone who raids me, I'm just like, what? Um anyone who raids me or like even like if because I know like even like if you or Eric or even like Trev and Callie, like whenever y'all show up in chat, I'm just like, oh my gosh, hi. Like I just even Tony is like the best
Yeah,
because he just shows up everywhere and I love him. I absolutely love Tony.
yeah, and
And
it's amazing that he doesn't stream more than he does.
yes, I'm just like Tony, get in here. But I think right now, um, oh goodness. I know Ensem. Like if Ensem ever raided me, I think I would die.
Yeah, I know. I'd have to end stream right then and there.
Right? Like that would be it. Like my life is over. That is my streaming career. Goodbye,
Yep.
you guys.
Goodbye. Thanks for coming. See you later. Bye.
Right? Goodbye, guys. Like I would end up just ending stream by even by accident because I think I would just flip out, just push all the buttons, and before you know it, my computer would explode.
Yeah.
So
I mean, okay. Callie says, I mean, if I didn't have my dad, I wouldn't have a clue about that stuff either. Yeah.
oh
Um, The thing is, when I was in IT and my bosses would ask me about hooking up things to their televisions,
Right.
I had no clue. I said, "Look, if I've got questions about this, I ask my son
Right.
how to do."
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
My dad, he actually does communications for the military. He's
Oh,
retired
yeah.
Navy. And I can't all the times when we moved in with my dad and like all the computer talk that we've done and like one of the things that got me into gaming was my dad. Uh Especially PC gaming because our thing was playing Diablo 2 together
Oh,
and I had like, I had the book that told me like how to get to the bosses, what the bosses were weak against. I was his lookout for like his health and his mana. Um, like I was his little tech guy in the back, just like this is how you beat this boss, dad. And that was our thing, and that's kind of what like drew me in for Twitch because I could also do that for streamers,
yeah.
if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Especially when they're like, I'm stuck on this game. What do I do? And I'm just like, Google, go.
Yeah, well, when my dad was getting into Pac-Man with
Oh,
the Atari
yes.
2600, we didn't have Google. How do I do this? I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
Just run around in circles.
Right. Just figure it out.
Um, what's your favorite thing to stream?
My favorite thing to stream, honestly, um, some of my favorite streams are when I just do makeup and we just chat.
Hmm.
Like we kind of just go with the flow wherever it takes us, like wherever the Twitch gods take us.
Right?
Like um the just chatting ones have been some of my favorites because like there will be deep discussions, there will be light discussions, there will be um I met actually that was one of my first ones that I did of the just chatting and makeup. um I met somebody who was actually like trained in opera.
Ooh,
That was a fun night.
that
Like
is interesting.
right, like it's amazing people like that just find their way into like your stream or and it just amazes me all the people that are on Twitch.
Yeah.
And sometimes you won't find them unless you're doing like the just chatting or um things like that because they're not really big into video games.
Um,
So so being kind of well-rounded in like all things, don't just do just one game forever because then you're missing out on a lot of people.
yeah. Uh, what's my, uh, am I still on just chatting?
Oh yeah, it is just chatting.
Uh, Callie or Butterfly, could y'all change to the power wash, please? I'm so sorry. Professional streamer here.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time. I know the other night we were playing like we were playing Fall Guys first, and then we switched over to like Ghost Hunt
Thank
or
you.
something. I totally forgot to change it, and somebody came in and they were like, "This isn't Fall Guys," and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
no!"
I used to be
Switch
so bad. I am mod. Yeah, I used to be so bad that Callie used to have to remind me to switch my scenes to go
Yes.
from BRB to scene. But now I got me a Elgato Stream Deck, so she hasn't had to do that for a
Oh,
while. So yeah,
that's
I
awesome.
love my Elgato Stream Deck. It saved me a ton of time. The only thing I can't figure out is how to make it change my game title. And just once I left my stream on, Wolf was like, "You're still live."
Oh no.
I've never done that yet.
Get.
Wolf has fallen asleep on stream. I found out recently.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, poor Wolf.
Hey, I
um,
mean, there's a whole category for that too. So I mean, there's a
yeah,
whole just sleeping category. They bumped
there
that back.
there is. Think the real Bikini was doing that the other day, or was no, that was
Oh wow.
Collectonian.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, she was doing a subathon, and she had her thing set to just sleeping, and I was like,
That
"What?"
is great.
I said, "Surely nobody watches that." So I went in, and there was like 30 people sitting there watching her.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, there's a whole ton of people that'll watch just sleeping. And I'm just like, is it because of the people like us who don't sleep that we just watch people who do sleep because
Probably.
we're just like, yeah,
Yeah.
you get that sleep.
What's that like?
Right.
You were 41 when
Is
you jumped in?
this
Well,
See?
yeah,
It's
I didn't
killing
get any
me.
sleep last night. I was like, I messaged Broken Butterfly at, what was it, 2:30 or
Oh my
2:40 this
goodness.
morning, and I woke up at 5 a.m. Um, so I got almost zero sleep last night.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Even I got more than that and I usually don't sleep.
yeah. Well, my mind was racing. It usually does on Mondays, preparing for a podcast
Mm,
stream. My mind just goes everywhere. Um,
right.
Thinking
I
how do
kept
I improve this?
Right. Well, I kept waking up going, "Oh my god, I'm late," and I'm like, "It's 7 o'clock in the morning to listen." I keep having those dreams where it's just like you're late. No, I'm not. It's 6 o'clock. It'll be okay.
Yeah,
Go
I
back to sleep for a second. Have that dream of you're late.
yeah. I messaged her and I said, "Are you up?" And it was 8:45 for her. So I think you're up. Are you up? Was kind of a dumb question, but yeah. I mean, but I don't know. I mean, sometimes I sleep till 11 o'clock on Sundays.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um.
school run.
Yeah, she did a school run. She had sent me a picture of her kids going to school, and I said, "Well, tell them to have a great Monday."
No. See, this is why you're the Twitch dad. Like, I love it.
Well, I put it to Callie and Butterfly last night that I'm thinking of changing my brand,
Oh yeah,
excuse me,
doing a rebranding.
yeah, and my name to Hanging with Dad. Um,
I like it.
Hopefully, if this, podcasting does become a regular thing, which I'd like it to, because I love these things.
Yeah.
I love finding out about interesting people. Um,
No.
so, do you have any post or pre-stream rituals that you do that you can't stream without doing?
Honestly, like makeup has been a thing for me when
Mm.
getting on stream and streaming. There are a few days that you'll see me all natural, and
See, butterflies,
honestly,
some people do it.
see, I promise. Like I love doing makeup, and then like of course like getting information like what colors do you want to see today, like how long we going with the lashes, like let's go, are we doing like a natural look, am I doing the e-girl thing, like what are we doing, we doing the goth girlfriend, all right, let's go,
Yeah.
just makeup has been one of my things.
I love
And
your goth girl thing. I really do.
it's the goth, it's the goth queen that I wanted to be in high school and I wasn't able to because not a lot of people knew about goth when I was in middle school, high school, and I was living overseas in Europe at the time,
Oh my
so
goodness.
it was interesting. I kind of brought the scene to my high school and my principal didn't like me for that.
Goths were shunned. Yes, they were.
Goths were shunned, we were very much
And,
so.
and see, you guys think you invented goth. No. We
Oh no, no, no.
we had goths
The
back in the
80s.
80s, yes.
Yes, the
We had,
80s.
and to be honest, we kind of thought they were a little weird.
Right, like they were the weirdos.
Yeah,
But
well,
like
to be
we
fair,
love the weirdos.
I was the nerd, so,
Yeah. I was into like I was the weird one because like yeah, I might have been a goth, but like I was into D&D and theater and I was, the thespian of the group and it was it's interesting to see. I've always been like the hodgepodge friend
mhm.
because I always collect people from all the different groups and then we just make our own group.
Same, yeah. Of course, when I was a kid, I wanted to be the next Jerry Lewis.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I loved Jerry Lewis, and then I grew up.
Right. You grew up.
You know, Three
Can't
Stooges,
all be
Jerry
the
Lewis.
pretty
We can't
couple.
do that.
Right.
We are all the pretty couple. Okay.
Yes. No mean girls here. No mean
Yeah,
girls
we are all the pretty couples,
here.
and I've always been one of those people that, um, as far as makeup on women go, it's less is more.
Hmm.
I love the natural look. When you put on just enough makeup to get through the day, that's perfect. Um,
Right.
because either people take you for who you are or they don't.
Yep.
Of course, I can't. I mean, I could do makeup, but I'm not as pretty as some people. So,
I think you would look good in like blues. Blues would look good on you, I
well, I
think.
have had makeup on stream.
What? I
Yeah,
missed it?
yep, you missed it. I have I had a goatee at one time, and we dyed that pink.
How did I miss that? Oh my gosh.
I've had a wig on and makeup on. Yeah, we did the whole spiel. Was so
Oh
fun. Yeah, it was.
no. Oh, I'm gonna have to look for your VODs now because I'm like, I need that.
They are there.
They are there. Yes. If you see like all your views go up, it's because of me. Like all your past VOD views go up. Yep. It's just the Zins, just being a stalker. That's all. Don't
Well,
worry about it.
okay, can somebody explain this to me? Because I don't know for sure, but um, I don't know if Callie's still here or not. Maybe she knows. I don't know. But when I get off stream, I will probably get off with maybe 5 or 7 viewers
Mhm.
on the raid. But when I go back the next day and look at the VOD from that, I see 35 or 40 views.
Mhm.
Who's watching my shit after I get off?
It's all the people that didn't get on. All the ones that couldn't. The scragglers. It's the ones that were like, look, it's early. I'm tired. It's
I think the same too. Yeah. And so I see all those views and I'm like, are there really
where
that
are
many
you?
people watching the VODs? Because one of yours got 185? What?
Yeah. Also like I guess clips when you do the shout outs, I think those count as well.
Oh, I did not
I
know that.
think those count.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think those count as well.
Could. Yeah, that could be.
So I'm just like shout out everybody all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know that it's Dark, is Uncle Darkness, Meggers, Alyssa. Sometimes when they go BRB, they have their mods do shout outs of everybody they
Mhm.
know. So that could very well be.
Mhm.
What's the funniest memory you have about streaming?
Oh god. There's a lot. um actually like one of the first times Eric ever showed up in my chat, he scared the absolute piss out of me and almost killed me. Um on Phasmophobia. That was one of my greatest memories. And then let's see here. The rhino clip that I sent you.
Oh, okay.
That entire night was just absolute chaos. Anytime one of our friends and I or them, if they hugged or if I hugged them,
Welcome back, Callie.
uh, the rhinos always found us and just booted us off the thing. It never saved us once. I was so sad. And then doing the 24-hour stream, I think has been like the best memory for me because I was blown away with like the support and from everybody and all the love that everyone showed me and showing up and talking and it was great. Like I still get teary eyed thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like it was such a great time. And
See,
I appreciate everyone
I can't
coming.
do a 24-hour stream. I pulled off a 12-hour stream once, and that almost
Oh,
killed me.
I
Um,
mean, like I said, to be fair, 6 hours were spent watching Lord of the Rings while I took a nap.
that's
So,
yeah.
to be fair,
Let's see. What's the most positive thing that's happened to you through streaming?
the most positive thing, honestly, like the mental health awareness to know that like other people also have like the same struggles and being able to find more people to talk to
Yeah,
about it,
I
like people who actually know like what it's about and what you're dealing with. It's a huge help.
yeah, I think that's true for a lot of people that stream is the contacts that they've made, the friendships that they've made. Um, I think that's probably going to be the same answer that I'm going to get most time. But I love asking that question,
Hmm.
um, even knowing that that's probably I know butterfly, I know press number three or whatever. I know. But um,
Exactly. I love that I don't feel alone. Exactly, Callie.
yeah, yeah, that is exactly it. You're not alone when you come on here, even though we feel alone because we can't really feel the presence of people with us. But at the same time, we know, there are people out there that think of me.
Hmm.
So, um, yeah,
And streaming kind of reminds you of that.
yeah,
And like even if you don't feel like streaming and like you're in Discord and stuff and having people pop in like voice chat or even the general chat and being like, "Hey, you okay?" Like it really does help.
yeah,
And I love that. Like that's the one thing that I love about building community and finding all these friends
yeah,
is being able to see everybody.
exactly. The other day, I was watching the Swift dude. Uh, yeah,
Swifty.
Swifty. He was playing Power Wash Simulator, and I'd never seen him play Power Wash Simulator. So I
Oh.
jumped in. I'm like, Swifty, you okay, man? You need somebody to talk to?
Oh.
And he says, "No, I'm good, man." And then we started a hype train for him, and people started dropping
That
him
is
bit,
great.
and he broke down. And I was like, "Man, I was just kidding."
Oh.
But he
See,
said,
like I don't think people understand like when stuff like that happens unless you're like a streamer yourself. Like when that happens, like it makes you feel so much more than what you think of yourself.
"Mm-hmm." And yeah, and sometimes you just don't know how to process it,
Right.
and
Exactly.
so that's when I remember one of my first hype trains. Hallie did it.
Oh.
I was feeling bad one day, but I was streaming just to stream.
Right.
And she started a hype train, and it broke me.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, "Damn you, Callie."
Yes. Like things like that. I had someone sub for 6 months in advance and I cried.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was so blown away. I was like, "My dude, are you sure you meant to do that? Like, it's okay to take it back right now."
Yeah.
Like, are you sure? And like I cried on stream and he was like, "I didn't mean to make you cry." And I was
Right.
like, "No, it's okay. It's just how I process things. Let me process for
Yeah,
a
you did
second."
get somebody to raid me. You did. Yeah. That's the thing. I think honestly that people in the streaming community love to make you cry.
Right.
I think they actually love to watch people break down.
It's
They're
because we want to show you love, and
yeah,
that love will make you cry.
yeah, that's exactly right. Um, we're about a minute away
Break
from
the
an
streamer's love.
almost a little under 2 minutes for a break. So we're going to take a small break. We're going to give the Zins time to take a small break, go to the bathroom, get a drink or whatever. I'm going to
Oh,
go
you're so sweet.
refill my tea. We will be right back with some more questions for the Zins. Before we go, I'm gonna play this little promo that I made for the Zins. So
It's so sweet.
let's see if this plays here, or do I need to switch over to here? I need to switch over to here. All right.
Gotta love it when things don't want to work.
Yeah.
Invite me in here 'cause it's oh my god, 30 seconds. You put me in the middle of the fucking thing. Hi! Hi! No, no! I wish it was you. I was like,
Come on. Come on, grab me.
Grab you.
Touch my
What?
tra-la-la.
Lighting is
Well, okay, what did it get?
upstairs.
is
Upstairs. You just touched my tra-la-la.
Ding ding dong.
yes, family is updated.
He did oblige you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's her goth girl thing that
Yeah,
she does.
that's part of my goth girl,
Yeah.
my goth queen. I love it.
Okay,
I know for
we'll
my
be.
birthday I wore.
I'm sorry.
wore a tiara for my birthday. I wore a crown.
You
when
did. I saw
my
that.
goth queen. I loved it.
Okay, we'll be right back after these messages.
I'll be back.
Ow! Stop it! Get out of my bathroom. Meanie. Oh, hunting.
Don't die. Right behind you. Don't fail. Don't fail. That. What you doing?
I'm guessing it didn't work.
It did not work. It killed her instead of me.
No.
Oh
No.
no!
I didn't even hear
I'm
that.
guessing you didn't even fucking like it.
No. I didn't see where she came from. Oh, hunting.
Don't die. Right behind you. Don't fail. Don't fail. That. What you doing?
I'm guessing it didn't work.
It did not work. It killed her instead of me.
No.
Oh no!
I didn't even hear
I'm
that.
guessing you didn't even fucking like it.
No. I didn't see where she came from. Get out of my bathroom. Meanie. Get out of my bathroom. Meanie.
There's freezing temps in the lobby.
It's spawned through the front door! It better have been a good cop! Look at the picture! Fuck!
Oh my god. You got me scared.
Stop teasing me! Kill me already! God damn it!
Brings so much joy to people. It really does.
Why are you so slow?
Where's the progress? Well, this was. Fucking hell.
Don't start this shit again.
Just saw
You're
the
going to
miss.
be grounded.
Wrong
God.
game. Okay, let's try that again.
Okay, your sticks are at the door.
I'm gonna tell her where you are.
There's freezing temps in the lobby. It's spawned with the front door. I better be a good cop. Look at the picture. Fuck.
I am back with a fresh cup of tea, and we'll catch up with Zins when she returns. Welcome back, Butterfly.
I'm here.
Hi, welcome back.
Oh my goodness. I was watching those those clips and they were great. Oh my gosh. I missed the old Phasmo where you couldn't talk.
Yeah, I miss the old Phasma where the flashlights flickered and you knew the hunt was going.
Yes. Yes. Anywhere from the map, and all of a sudden your light is flickering. You're just like, it's around here somewhere.
Yeah.
And now it's great. Oh my god. Oh, the updates tomorrow. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I've seen Beppis was playing the update this morning.
Really?
Yeah, she's a content creator for them, so she gets an
Oh.
advanced.
Yeah, I saw Ensem's playing it right now, and I was like, oh.
Oh, is he?
wow. Yes.
That's not fair.
I know. I was like, I need it.
What updates are there going to be? Well, Asylum is going away.
Yeah,
And
there's
they're
gonna be a new asylum.
Yep, it's Asylum Apocalypse. I think is called, the update's called.
Oh, well, it's Phasmophobia Apocalypse.
Yeah, and the Asylum is broken up into like 5 maps in one, I think.
Yes. And it'll be randomized each time. Like it'll be random, whichever one you get
Yeah.
when you choose the asylum.
So.
And then there's also a smaller, um, like a maple lodge, but it's different.
Oh, the smaller campsite.
There's campsite. That was the word I was trying to look for.
Yeah. The new map is coming out. Yeah, the new map is coming out. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I know as a streamer, and we've all gone through this. We all go through this on probably on a daily basis. But there's probably times that you just do not feel like getting up or going and doing anything. What does motivate you to actually get up and get ready for stream and actually do stream?
Push that live button.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I'll even post in Discord, or I'll be sitting in voice chat, and I'm just like, I don't feel like pushing that button, and my friend will be like, no, Delissa, push that button, like you can do it, it'll be all right, you'll feel better once you start chatting with everybody. And I'm just like, you're right. All right, let me push this button.
They
So,
are
like,
right.
yeah.
Hi,
So
Wicked.
I'm just like, you're right. Wicked, no.
How are you today, Wicked? Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's your community, I think, would be the ones that would keep you going.
Oh yeah, community is definitely, like I said, it's a big part of who I am. Is like building community and just like talking to everybody.
Yeah. The Woody Woodpecker.
What game? I was gonna say, what game is that?
My brother just the fuck me. He's like, the fuck?
I mean, the first
Wicked
time,
Rosie.
like,
That's an old
I think I would do
stream.
the same thing. I'd be like, what?
I was gonna say, what game is that?
Wicked
looks
plays
interesting.
some of the most interesting games that I've seen, and she finds them in different places. But I think she's. Oh, Wicked! Remind me what you're a part of that you get those games from developers to like
Ooh, from indie develop. That's cool.
I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, she's what is it?
That is so
I can't think of the name of it. She'll come up with it and say it here in just a moment.
right.
What's the game you have the most fun playing?
Ooh, the most fun playing. Um,
Not Rocket League.
right.
Not Rocket League.
Not Rocket League. Yeah, definitely not Rocket League.
No.
Oh. Honestly, like Fall Guys and Phasmophobia
Okay. Yeah.
have been like the top two. Like they're a tie.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be a good time whenever I play, even if like I've been dying a lot more recently on Phasmo.
Really.
Yeah, Wicked understands. Fucking car soccer. Yeah.
Fucking car soccer. Okay. Fucking dinosaurs in art. Okay.
Right. Wicked understands me. But yeah, no. Phasmo and Fall Guys, I've fallen in love with the beans. Like I love them. So I definitely, in fact, like they have the Hatsune Miku
hmm
going on right now. So I have like 6 more days to get that skin.
Oh.
So
See,
I've been grinding on that.
my other half, Uni, she hates Fall Guys. Not really hates, but
What?
yeah, she she just about rage quit Fall Guys when Butterfly and Orion and I were playing it one day, and
Oh no.
she was just getting so frustrated. I can't get up this stupid thing.
I feel that though, because
Yeah.
like the first time I played it, like I play on keyboard, but everyone else I know plays it on controller. And I'm just like, I don't know how you do it on controller
Yeah.
because I couldn't think of like right clicking to dive is like the best and easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
Just right click.
I wanted to say hi. I do got to go do mom thing for a bit and do school with
Aw.
Tiny. Oh, well, you have a great day, Wicked. Thank you for coming
Have a
and say
good
hi.
day, Wicked.
Yeah.
Give the little squishes for me.
Yeah. Tell Tiny that he needs to listen to you because you're the
Mhm.
smartest mom in the world.
Yes.
Tell him I said that.
Mother knows best.
That's right.
Go all mother gothel on him if you need to.
I could not help my kids with their homework because I'm a dumb. Okay. I'm just-
Oh, let me tell you, like sometimes when my son's just like, "Mom, I don't understand this," like I had to look up how to remember how to do things.
Mhm.
And then he's like, "Well,
Absolutely.
that's not how they showed me at school," and I'm just like, "Well, that's how I'm showing you now."
Yep.
So,
My kids did the same thing. That's not how they showed it at school. I don't care how they showed you at school. This is how I learned. You can go back
right,
to
like
school
this
and
is
ask them if they if
right. They're like, this is how we're gonna do it today. Math is math.
math is
Yes,
math. Yes.
math is math.
And what I hate is I even did it myself when I was in school and I didn't understand something. I never asked the questions ever.
Yep.
I was either too
Yep.
scared or something. And I always told my kids, if you don't understand something, ask. And they
Mm-hmm.
never did. People,
See.
we just don't ever ask. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
You're in
See, that's
sociology.
me.
Why don't we ask?
It's because of fear of looking like it's honestly the fear of self-image and like not wanting to seem inferior,
Not wanting to
and
look
that's
dumb.
what
I
it
got
is.
you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're as thick as a plank
It's
of
that
wood.
fear.
Well, if you're as thick as a plank of wood, I'm as thick as a block of concrete.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
Like talking to a brick wall. Let's
Talking to a brick
go.
wall. I hated math.
Oh, same.
But actually, my worst subject was not even math. My worst subject was world history.
I feel that remembering dates is not my strong suit.
Yeah, hated world history. But the thing is, now I will go to YouTube and watch world history.
Right. My dad, he's a huge history buff, like, and we will watch all the things on like Discovery and the History Channel and oh my god. And I'll be like, oh, I remember learning about this in school. And my
Mm-hmm.
dad's like, oh yeah? Watch this. And I'm like, that's not how they taught me at
Yeah.
school.
And you know what?
So like,
It's funny that we are just now, we can go back, watch YouTubes, and we learn stuff they didn't teach us in school.
right. I definitely get that broken. I'm pretty sure I have dyslexia, but for numbers, like I do that all the time. I worked retail most of my life, and I would tell people all the time the wrong total
Mm-hmm.
because I would just flip numbers. And then working in pharmacy and trying to type and remembering like PO is by mouth, OP means nothing.
Yeah.
So my pharmacist would be like, Delissa, what are you trying to type? And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, you wrote OP instead of PO 3 times already. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And see, I think that's why I flunked economics, not economics, accounting, because I would
Ooh.
always transpose numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and I just could not get accounting. I just
Yep.
couldn't get it. So I
Oh yeah.
I failed accounting. So
I
I
feel that though.
didn't
I
get,
feel that.
yeah, didn't get my degree. So whatevs.
Look at me now.
Yeah.
I don't need your numbers.
Yeah. I remember when I was in school, 1983, 4, somewhere in there. No,
Mm.
well, I graduated in 1983. So between 79 and 83, I always had teachers that, math teachers especially, said, "Hey, can we use our calculators?" And they were like, "You're not gonna have a calculator with you everywhere you go." And
I love that.
here
I
we are in 2022, and it's on our
yes.
phones.
Right. On our phones, we have a watch on our phone, we have the
Mm-hmm.
internet on our phone. Like, ooh,
Yeah.
y'all were so
I
wrong.
feel like going to my math teacher and say, "Look, see this?"
Right? Look at him. We have calculators everywhere
Yeah,
now. You lied to me. Egg on your face, sir or ma'am.
exactly. Um, okay, do you think Twitch will be around in, say, 10 or 15 years?
Honestly, yes. It might not look the same that it does right now.
Hmm.
But it's definitely going to be around because I mean, look at all the chaos that's going on at YouTube right now,
Hmm.
and all of their content creators and stuff like that. Like, yeah, there's been some people to jump ship from Twitch to YouTube, but even then, now they're like, I may have made a mistake, but now they've burned that bridge with Twitch and they can't come back.
Yeah,
So
but
I
I have seen
honestly,
people get their usernames and their accounts back.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but they're thinking that they're going to hurt Twitch, and I'm sorry, but Twitch is Amazon, and that's not going to be.
oh yeah, no, Bezos won't let that happen.
Yeah, no,
Like, nah, like I said, Twitch is going to be around for a long time, but it's probably not going to stay the same look. Like,
yeah.
it'll probably go through an overhaul within that time.
Do you think you'll be streaming in 5 to 10 years or 15 years?
Yeah, like, even if I stay just the way that I am, like, even if I stay small, like, I do this because it's honestly something that really does make me happy and it's something that, like, helps me connect with people.
Hmm.
So I'm definitely going to stay with that.
Nice.
Even if it's just like a couple of days a week or a day a week or anything like that, like, yeah, like I would love to stay and be able to talk with everybody.
Okay. What is your worst mistake you've ever made while streaming?
Oh no.
That's a gotcha
I've had
question.
to oh I've had to cut streams short because of like something that someone else has said.
Hmm.
um and I had to cut stream and just kind of ream them out because I'm like, first of all, don't ever say that again. Second of all, and they're like, I didn't mean it, and I'm like, I don't care if you didn't mean it. I'm gonna tell you this right now: we don't use that language. We don't talk like that. Period.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, nah.
I've
And
seen other people have to do that very same thing, and I don't understand why people think, or
that they
rather,
can just say something like that.
or rather yet, that they don't think and
Right.
just let it come out. I just
Right.
I don't get that.
Right. And I straight up was like, don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
Like, I've known you for a little while now, and I know that that's not how you think, but do not ever
Yeah. Well,
like get it out of your vocabulary.
that wasn't your mistake.
Right. Right. My mistake. Oh, I gotta think. Oof. um, I I didn't make sure my daughter had clothes on one time.
That's yeah.
She came running in, and I was like, Ellie, no! Like,
That'll do it.
and like she had baby cheeks. I
Oh,
was like, oh no!
well, see that
So I
bring
had to,
you had to blink
yep,
the camera real quick.
real quick. I was like, oh no, Ellie, no!
And that was something that Wicked had to deal with. She got
Oh,
to
is
where,
it?
yeah, she got where she could, flip her camera real quick. And
Yes.
so, yeah, moms have to deal with that quite often.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings up another good question. As a mom, um, how do you juggle your streaming and your kids at the same time, or do you even have to? Or
My son thinks like me being a streamer is like the coolest thing in the world.
mhm.
Because he grew up watching like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye, and he's always been like, I want to be a streamer, I want to be a YouTuber, and I'm like, all right, cool, bet, let's go. And so he's just like, every time he knows I'm streaming, a lot of the times I'll even have like the kids sit in the background
Mhm.
because they just want to be around
Yeah,
and they want to be like, I'm like, I want to be a part of it. Well, then y'all can sit down, be quiet, or like even Ellie, especially when I'm doing my makeup, she'll want to stand next to me and she'll want to do her makeup.
yeah.
So
I've
like even if I like incorporate them in the beginning,
yeah.
they're more likely to be like, all right, mom's streaming, bye guys.
I've seen her kids. I've seen her kids, and they are adorable.
Thank y'all.
You're
My
welcome.
son, he's 12, but like he's got the voice of like a 20-year-old because those hormones, man.
Wow.
Like it's ridiculous. If he gets on Discord and people will be in chat and he'll be like, "Hey guys," and they're like, "Who is that?" I'm like, "That's my 12-year-old." They're like, that's not a
No,
12-year-old."
you lying.
And
Uh,
I'm like, it's great, but a lot of the time, like my son, of course, he's at school during the day, and I usually try. That's why I stream so late at night, is because usually the kids are asleep, and then I get on, and then if I do like a daytime, usually it'll be the days that like Ellie has Nana and Pop Pop day.
mhm.
So she'll be out of the house most of the day, spending time with the grandparents, and so mom's just like, I get to play. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
So it's
Okay,
it's fun
that's
trying
awesome.
to balance.
Is fun really the right word, or is it's because you know, as men, most often we don't have to deal with something like that,
Right,
and um, it's a shame. I don't have my kids at home. I don't have my grandkids here when I stream.
right.
But if y- you know, being married for 38 years.
Oh my goodness,
Oh,
congratulations.
thank you. I can honestly say that if we had kids now, and Uni said she wanted to stream. I'm like, okay, I got the kids, I got dinner, you go.
Oh,
Yeah, and but that's the benefit of having been married that long,
right,
is you learn those compromises.
right.
And young people, young men
Hmm.
especially, have not learned that compromise.
Right.
And I don't get it. I
Hmm.
still in my brain, I don't I can't think back, why didn't I do it then? I don't know.
Right.
I couldn't tell you.
Right.
But it's something that women in general have to deal with more often than men. And when they want to do something fun, sometimes they're not able to because they've got their kids to look after, and their significant
Hmm.
others, for whatever
Hmm.
reason, don't.
I think
Uh,
it's still like kind of like the stereotypical, like, not to say like gender role, but like kind of what it's been instilled in as kids.
yeah.
And we're still learning how to undo that.
Hmm. I get
So,
that.
like, yeah, my boyfriend, we've been together 11 years now.
Oh, nice.
And thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And he will straight up just like take the kids. Like, if
Nice.
I'm having a bad day, I don't even have to like say anything. Like, he can look at me and he's just like, I'm gonna take the kids outside for a little while. I'm gonna take the kids to the park.
He
You
sees that, he
unwind.
sees that look in the eyes.
Yeah, that I'm gonna eat these kids. They got one more time.
Yep. These
And he's just
these kids
like,
ain't long for
it's
this
all
world. You better do something.
right. So, I mean, a lot of times just communication is a
Right.
huge thing too.
Absolutely.
But like the 24-hour, stream that I did, I made sure I had like dinner done and it was enough for like 2 days. So I was like, here you guys go. You're going to have this for the next 2 days.
Whether you want it or not.
Right. I mean, if you don't want it, make yourself something else. Dad
Yeah.
knows how to cook.
That's another thing. After 38 years, well, even before, somewhere along there, I got to where I didn't want my wife to cook if she didn't want to. If she'd come home
Oh.
and say, I'm tired, I just don't feel like cooking. I said, no problem. I said,
Aw.
either I can cook or I can make sandwiches. Either way, or we can go out. I mean, just,
Right.
it's your decision. What do you want to do? And generally,
Yeah.
she'll want to go out. So
Right.
I've had to
Well, I
make
don't want to
sure
cook.
we've got padding in our bank account to be able to go out. Yeah.
Right. Oh, see, and that's it. Like, because we've been, kind of conditioned that like the mom is supposed to like, we're supposed to cook all the time and clean all the time, and
Yeah.
that's not really what it's about. Like, it's a relationship. Relationships are supposed to be 50-50. And
Well,
some
I wouldn't
days
say
it's
50
like
50.
it's like honestly there's a lot of compromise. So like
Yeah.
it's not even 50-50. Some days it's like, 60-40 or 70-30,
Yeah.
or
So it's
because you
different
do have
every
those
day.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At best, marriage is 70-30, most of
there
the
you
time.
go.
Yeah. And the 70% is usually the woman. I'm sorry.
Right. Aw,
um,
give credit where credit is due.
well, yeah, you can in some cases. In generally, um, generally the men just don't help. They just don't.
Yeah.
And I've been guilty of that. My wife has had to tell me on a number of occasions, look, I need help, and if I don't get it, things are going to have to,
Right, like there's gonna be a reckoning coming,
yeah,
sir.
you about to have a come to Jesus moment.
Yes. Oof, the
Okay,
coming to Jesus moments.
yeah, those I've had a few of those. Okay, so we're coming to the end of this, and we're ready for the lightning round. Are you ready?
Oh Lord, yeah.
Okay, first of all, before we end this, I want to thank the Zins for joining us today. It's been a fantastic.
Oh,
I'm sorry to have kept you
it
this
is.
long.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. Honestly, it really has. I like I said, I love hanging out and just chatting.
Fantastic. It was great to hear about you, find out a little bit more about you, even
Oh,
off your off stream thing. So that's it's fantastic. Okay, so texting or talking?
texting. My sister calls me every single day, and like at least the first two times she calls me, I will text her and be like, "Is it text worthy?" I'm
um,
horrible at it.
Favorite day of the week?
Thursdays.
Thursdays.
hmm
Why Thursdays?
They're us- they're usually right at the end of the week. It's no longer the middle of the week, and it's usually like a an easier day. When I was working retail, Thursdays were usually the easier day.
Okay,
Uh,
yeah, I get that. Sweet or sour?
Ooh, sour. Definitely sour. I'm a huge like I was a Warheads fan
Warheads,
when I was a
yes.
kid. Oh, I love it. Lemons, I will eat them like an orange. Like, oh, give me the sour.
Um, Favorite holiday?
Halloween.
That's a lot of people's.
It's been my favorite since I was a kid. Like I loved dressing up. I love the decorations. I love to be scared. I've That's why I love horror games, horror movies. Like I love to be scared. Roller coasters. Oh, give me the
Yeah.
thrill.
Okay, if you had a superpower, what would your superpower be? Or what
um,
would you want it to be?
ooh, that's a good one. Invisibility or flight. Like those two are tied for me.
Okay.
Because invisibility, I could at least like sneak on airplanes if I needed to so I can go places. But with flight, I could fly myself there.
Yeah.
So
That's a good one. Morning person or night owl?
night owl.
Night owl.
I mm, Mornings because like my circadian rhythm is just so bad. I am definitely a night person. I will clean at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
And everyone else in the house is just like, "Why are you awake?" And I'm like, "I'm scrubbing the kitchen. It needs to be done." And they're just like, "Melissa, go to sleep." I'm like, "I can't."
uh, Favorite season?
Fall.
Fall.
It's not hot. It's not cold.
Are you a pumpkin
Like,
spice person?
actually, no.
Okay.
Like, I love the fall because like in the summer it's too hot.
Hmm.
There's only so much clothing you can take off before it's illegal.
Yes,
So
I
like
I'm all about that.
it's it's so hot in the summer and I can't take my skin off. Like it's in the winter and in the fall I can at least put layers on if I'm
Hmm.
cold. But when you're hot, you there's only so much you can take off.
There's only so much, yeah, before
Like
before
I
you're
said,
laying
before it's
on,
illegal.
yeah, before you're laying in the lake,
Right. Just
naked, just
naked. Exactly.
mild or spicy?
I like spicy.
Really?
I used to be a mild person, but then when I fell in love with Indian food.
Mm.
And when I was pregnant with Ellie, I just wanted Indian food. Like the spicier the better. And there's a Indian place here and when they would ask me my spicy level, I would tell them and then they would look at me like, "Are you sure?" But you're white. I'm like, "I
Yeah,
understand. Trust me."
that's true.
But give it to me spicy.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh, strawberry cheesecake.
Ooh, that's a good one. That
Mhm.
is a good one. So
Mhm.
ice cream or yogurt?
Yogurt actually. I would like in fact, I'm eating yogurt right now.
That's
But
fantastic.
like when I have like a really bad like ice cream craving, especially since I'm doing like a lifestyle change,
Hmm.
I buy like strawberry cheesecake Greek yogurt and it takes that craving for like the ice cream that I want.
Yeah,
So it's been I've fallen in love with yogurt all
I
over
get
again.
that. Okay, last one,
hmm
and this could be either easy or hard for you, but I'm gonna try something new. Uh,
Okay.
say something positive about yourself.
I love my squish.
That's
Like
fantastic.
I've learned like body positivity
Nice.
and all thanks to TikTok. And this lady was like, every day in the mirror, look at your body and say these words. And it was like, I love my squish.
Do you watch Blue Eyed Darkness?
I think that's who it is.
Okay. 'Cause I think that's who said that. I think I've seen that.
Yeah. And she'll sit there and she'll like rub her belly every day and she's like, I love these stretch marks, I love my body and how it squishes, and it's held humans and it's birthed humans. And I was like, yes, exactly this.
Yep.
And so now every day I'm like, I'll rub my belly and I'll rub my thighs, and I'm just like, these thick thighs save lives, like let's
Hmm.
go. Like I building myself up that way has been life changing.
Awesome. Awesome.
So
And
yeah.
see, I get, I get people looking down on themselves for their weight. I have that problem. I have body issues.
Right.
Um, my wife has body issues, but my wife is lovely. My wife is beautiful. I love her.
Oh,
Um,
I love your wife. She's so pretty.
yeah, my favorite thing about her is her laugh. That's what made me fall
Yes,
in love with her.
I love her laugh.
Her,
When I was watching the Be Right Back, like
Mhm.
I love her laugh. Every time that she's on stream with you, I absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's my Betty Rubble laugh, and I just it's my
No.
favorite thing about her. And she has issues about her, her. She had bad teeth, and she's had things about that. Having her teeth in,
Right.
and the wrinkles. And
Thank you for following.
thank you for following Trap. you're
Hi, Trap.
you're in one of her videos.
Yep, that's one of my friends. Hi, Trap.
Yeah,
Thank you for following.
Brenna,
Oh.
thank you for the follow. Um, so yeah, my wife has issues with her, her wrinkles and her stretch marks. And I'm thinking,
Oh.
I said, that just shows the experience that you and I have. That's our life together. Every
Right.
wrinkle is
Exactly.
our life together. Your stretch marks is our children. Your, everything about you shows our experiences, our life together. There's nothing
Right.
bad about that.
Exactly.
And sometimes I got to remind myself of that my body is our life together. You know,
Right.
my my extra pounds is all the love from the food that she's made me.
From the food, right? This is from your nourishment. Like, let
Yes.
me show you my belly.
Yeah, and all the okay. I joke about this, but for the first 5 years of our marriage, we got married in 1985. I was two
Oh.
years 2 years out of high school. She had not graduated yet. So yes, I robbed the cradle. She was 18,
But she was legal. It
but
was consent.
she was consensual. Um, but for the first 5 years, she made us tacos and chalupas. That's all she basically knew how to make. Um, but after 38
Mm.
years, I love all of her cooking, and chicken and rice. It's my favorite meal. I will eat that till I'm sick.
Yes, I
Uh,
love chicken and rice. That's
oh,
something I make a lot during the fall.
she's got a really simple recipe. It takes an hour, maybe an hour and a half to make, but it's really
Mhm.
simple. Chicken, cream of mushroom, rice, and chicken broth. I think.
Yes.
Uh, fantastic. But my problem is I can't get enough of bread, biscuits, or tortillas.
Oh, carbs. Oh, yes. Give me some tortillas. Oh, I will fry up tortillas just to eat them.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're so good.
Carbs is carbs are life.
Oh, yes. I was just about to say that.
Carbs are life.
Oh, carbs are life. Give me all the carbs.
Absolutely. Okay. I think I know where I want to go because
Oh, where are we going? Oh, Cali. Is it Cali?
yeah, it's Callie. We're gonna go raid Callie. There's the raid messages. They'll pop up again. So please copy and paste that. If you are not subbed, copy the second one. If you are subbed, copy the first one. Folks, when I do the podcast streams, I'm sorry, I don't have sound alerts. I don't have channel points because I don't want to interrupt the guest. I'm and speaking of guests, today was the Zins, and I'm so grateful that she came in. Carbs also literally crucial to life. Can't be healthy without them. Exactly. Um,
Mhm.
but we are
Well,
gonna
thank you for having me. It's been
absolutely.
absolutely a pleasure. Like, honestly, I can't wait for you to do more of these because I want to watch more.
Well, the next time I do a stream, I may do something different than play the game while I interview somebody. I may have a video going in the background. Um, I'm trying different things. We'll see how they all work out. Um,
All right.
but I want to thank Zens. I want to thank all my new followers. Trap, Brens. Is it Brens?
Brenna. Or
Brenna Ash.
Brina. Sorry, Brina.
Brina
Yep.
Ash.
Yep.
Um,
That's autumn.
Butterfly, thank you for doing mod duty today. I appreciate you so much. She is in here all the time. She's fantastic. She makes my emotes. She makes my um, banners.
No.
You know the whole. She's fantastic. So if you need some
I
emotes
love
or
your
something,
emotes. They're so cute.
they're wonderful. Uh, emotes, yeah, emotes. um, thank you, Zins. We're gonna go raid Mama Dragon Callie. Um, Callie is a really good friend of mine. We became affiliate about the same time, almost within a couple of days of each other, I think. So,
I did not know that.
oh yeah, yeah. He's uh, she's been my friend for a very long time, and I'm so appreciative of her. She's a fantastic mod. She's super mod. She mods in everybody's
Mm-hmm.
channel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna call it there. Then, if you'll just hang back for just a second,
Yep, yep.
um, I want to, say this like I say at the end of all my streams. Smile like you have something to hide. Make them want what you got. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time.